John, how pleasing a point is that?
Listen, it's a really good point, but I'm disappointed that we didn't get 3 points. I thought we controlled the first half with and without the ball. Played some really exciting football at times in that first half as well. We limited a good team to next to nothing apart from our own individual errors. But again, if we're going to be open and we look to play, we've got to expect that at times. So to go in at half-time after scoring a fantastic goal was really pleasing. There was a real confidence in the group in that dressing room. To come out second half, we started very slow. We didn't get off to a good start, and we were just happy to sit in, which is what we didn't want to do. I think you can see with Hedges' performance that first half, his numbers were off the scale, so it took him a while to get going. I think he was leggy. Maktar didn't really get going that second half either. So, there's good reasons why, because the shift they've put in and because they haven't had a pre-season really. They're on catch-up with the games. So, I'm really pleased with the all-round effort of them guys. On 70 minutes, to concede the goal we did, again, was really disappointing. We've gifted them the chance and the goal, and Sargent's obviously a top finisher at this level, so it's a fantastic finish. And then to go 2-1 down was disappointing. We changed the shape, we made some real positive changes with personnel, and again it just shows how strong this group are and the character that they showed to come back with a wonderful goal that we scored. Callum put his error right the other end with an unbelievable cross, and what a finish from Ochan.
We really had to see that character, didn't we? And under the circumstances, to sort of recover from the setbacks of conceding, to go again and get something, kind of showed a lot of what we saw at the end of last season as well.
Exactly right, and that's what this club's all about, fighting spirit, sticking together. The 800 fans that were right behind us today, what an unbelievable turnout that was. This group will always put 100% in. They're fighters, and it's something that I want to keep bringing the mentality of the group in, and to come to a football club like this and to come back in the last minute and get an equaliser is pleasing.
You've spoken about it from game one this season, the impact of the substitutes in games, how big that can be. We're seeing that every match at the moment.
Yeah, it's about the squad. It's them players who do 60 minutes. They're working their socks off to make sure we're in a really good position, a strong position. They earn the right for us to play, and then when we make the changes, at the moment the changes have been good and they've all been big impacts.
When you've got goals on the bench as well, how sort of big a plus is that for you, that you've got the ability to look over your shoulder and think, right, I've got game changers there?
Yeah, it's exciting, but it's important that we keep bringing good quality players into the group as well. We're nowhere near the finished article. We've just lost the best player in the Championship, so it's important now we bring in the right characters and the right players to make us more competitive. And when we come to places like this, we win the games.
A word on Sammy. Obviously he's moved on. It's been rumoured for a number of weeks now. Just give us an idea what it was like working with him, but at the same time, was it just too good an offer all round for the club and him to turn down?
Maybe, yeah, but yes, I didn't want to lose Sammy. Sammy's a top player, best player in the Championship for sure. What he did for the club last year was unbelievable. He's moved to the Premier League now. I certainly didn't want to lose him, but it was really intriguing for me to see how the group would cope with losing Sammy. Yesterday, obviously the news broke, and the way the boys played today and that togetherness really showed that we're ready for the fight this season. And no matter what disappointments or knockbacks we have, we'll all get on with it, and this Blackburn family is getting stronger.
You spoke about wanting to bring more players in. Is there now more scope to do that?
I hope so, yeah, definitely. We've got to bring players in that the bench and the team think, blooming hell, what a fantastic signing that is. They've got to be impact signings. I don't want bodies just to make up the squad, because we can use the young boys, we can use the players here who've been at it for the last 6 months since I've been here and sweating blood for the team. So when we bring the players in, I want them to be the right players, and everyone step up and think, good signings.
Is that the absolute key? They almost have to be ready-made to go in from day one?
Yeah, they have to make the group better, and everyone's ready to play with good players. Again, when we're coming to places like this, when we're at home and it's hard to break defences down, or we're under the cosh with long balls, it's important that the players coming in are up to the standard to make sure that we're competitive week in, week out.
I know it's a team effort, but if you don't mind me picking out a couple of individuals, Ryan Hedges, he's come back from 2 bad injuries last year. He started both games this season. How pleased have you been with his performances and also the quality sort of shown in the goal today?
I think I said last season, Ryan's a player that I admired a lot from afar. You know, it's a pleasure to work with him. He's a true professional. We lost him last season at a real vital time, which was a big miss for us. And it's important now I just protect him the right way. That first 45 minutes, his numbers were off the scale, you know, and really possibly I should have brought him off at half time. You know, his performance was excellent, but I wanted to get another 15 minutes out of him, you know, which was probably the wrong choice now, but, you know, that's how vital he is to this squad.
Is he one of those that you're looking for more in that final third as well, and for more moments like he produced today?
Yeah, Ryan's a top player, got lots of quality. It's important I look after him properly, and I know that he can be a match winner for us with and without the ball.
I'm sure you'll have heard Yuki's name being sung loud at the full-time whistle as well. What a start it's been for him.
Yeah, an amazing start, you know, fantastic finisher, great movement. I thought Maktar's performance in that first half was outstanding. You know, really stretched a good defence in behind, looked after the ball for us, linked up the play. And again, looking at his numbers at half-time, you know, they were off the scale. You've got to remember that's only his possibly third game since he's been back for a pre-season. So, you know, to come here and put that performance in first half, you know, to get anything out of him second half would have been a bonus. So he made the changes, but I think that's really why we didn't start as quickly as what we wanted to, because you've got to remember that this group is still on catch-up.
I know you touched on them before as well. I thought the fans were brilliant throughout today, and they have been at the start of this season, haven't they?
Yeah, listen, Ewood Park last week, what an electric night it was. It was awesome. You know, Stockport, 1,000 fans away there, it was great, and today 800 fans travelling all this way. You know, it makes me very proud to see them, and I know the boys are very proud to see them chanting their names as well. So, you know, it's about us all together. If we're going to be successful this year, through the tough times as well, you know, it's going to make sure that the squad and the fans are really together, and that's what all I've asked for.